The Northern Off-Road Championship runs over 7 or 8 rounds from March through to October on a variety of courses, including MOD training grounds, forestry, farmland sites, and dedicated off-road centres across the north of England, as well as joining other clubs in Scotland and Wales. And the championship has members from all over the country. A total of 12 to 14 runs would take place over 2-day events, with around 5 of those on day 1 and the remainder on day 2. Courses will vary from venue to venue and are typically around 3 to 6 miles long. Multiple use of the same course throughout the weekend can grow familiarity, but with multiple use comes changes to the surface, corners rutting up, places getting muddier, meaning no 2 laps are ever really the same. Every vehicle is scrutinized to ensure compliance with the safety and the technical championship regulations, and there's a slow speed drive round to familiarise yourself with the course before the timed runs begin on the Saturday lunchtime. As with all motorsport, cars can range from a few thousand up to a few £100,000, but budget doesn't always equal fun or results. Everyone enjoying themselves in this championship regardless of the cost, and there will always be class battles to be won as well as the fight for overall victory. The sport has evolved from Land Rover-based vehicles right through to space-frame hybrid cars with over 500 horsepower. Advances are being made with suspension and the way the cars handle the terrain. And it's not always the highest horsepower cars that win the events. In the last few years, UTVs have come into the sport and are now regularly finishing on the podium, even winning events. These vehicles normally take less time to maintain, and they are bringing more people into the sport as they bridge the gap between the high and low budget cars, but offer that chance to take an outright victory. Entry costs are low. Running costs, depending on what you run, can also be low. And of course, what you break. As with all forms of motorsport, you have to take the rough with the smooth. And there's always a great atmosphere in the paddock. Loads of help and advice on hand from the other competitors to ensure you keep going as long as possible throughout the event, as well as providing a good social atmosphere once the racing stops. Comp Safari events run across the whole of the UK, so there will be something near you. You can contact the championship through their Facebook page and find out where the next events will take place. And remember, if you can't afford to race, or racing behind the wheel isn't necessarily your thing, you can still enjoy the atmosphere and the action by coming along to marshal or spectate.